Hello, Reformed. This is the video for week 5, day 1. So we're starting now our second week looking at covenant theology, and today we are looking at the Noahic covenant, the covenant made with Noah in Genesis 8 and 9. So we read about this covenant. We see that God said these words to Noah and his sons after the flood subsided, after they come off of the ark. God says, "Behold, I establish my covenant with you and your offspring after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and every beast of the earth with you. As many as came out of the ark, it is for every beast of the earth. I establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth." And God said, "This is the sign of covenant that I made between me and you and every living creature that is within you. For all future generations, I have set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the water shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh." So as we read the context in Genesis, the beginning of Genesis, we see that this is really a covenant where God promises to sustain the world so that he can sustain his people, that the world will continue to exist so that the people of God will continue to exist in it. And this is sometimes called the covenant of common grace. It's called common grace because it has to do with common things, with everyday, ordinary, day-to-day things in life. Things like rain and sunshine, food and drink, so on and so forth. And so what God is doing is not a redemptive covenant, but a covenant that sustains everything, that keeps the natural order of things progressing so that he can still redeem people in time. So the Noahic covenant, the covenant made with Noah and with all flesh on that day in Genesis 8 and 9, is meant to give us a theater in which God's redemption can come to us. To keep the world as it is, free of the judgment of the flood until the last day, so that God can save a people for his name and bring them to him in glory. So this is the Noahic covenant. It's not a covenant of redemption, but it's a covenant that still brings us comfort because we know that as we see things around us spiraling out of control in some ways, we know that the earth will remain. That the natural order things will remain, for the most part, the same, because God is not yet done saving a people for his great name. And we'll start to look at more of those redemptive covenants starting tomorrow.